Another NFT NYC. I remember the first time you and I had a conversation with your business partner, it was at London.
Correct.
We had that incredible background. It was all glass. This time the background is ÂTTN.LIVE.
Is this a new project that you were doing?
You know, actually, this is a project I started before I met Jody Rich when we launched NFT NYC.
Oh, wow.
The project originally was AI focused on helping podcasters have a voice interface. You talk to Alexa, you talk to Google Assistant, and then basically you create a podcast from anywhere talking to a machine. And then we used to mint tokens on what became Polygon. It was like one of the first layer twos.
Before, right. Wow.
We went through like 4 iterations, could never get the product quite right. So then we used it for enterprises successfully for a couple of years. We finally have the product ready. This is our kind of soft launch here.
So you're using podcasts specifically?
Yeah.
Do you integrate with Spaces or not really?
Well, you can send the content to your YouTube channel, to your Spaces, or to Twitter. We also have a Libsyn integration for podcasters, so it can go to Spotify and all the different places. But the main thing that we do is we augment the content creation. So if you are a speaker, teacher, musician, spoken word poet, podcaster, and you talk in your phone, tablet, or computer through our system, OpenAI's DALL-E will create an image for you.
Incredible.
If you're a photographer or a painter, then you can put an image in, and we're working on the integration so OpenAI will actually create sound for you.
For it. Wow.
So part of what we do is augment content creation. The other part of what we do is mint tokens. So this conversation, we took a photograph.
Right.
That photograph is in our system. Our voice right now is going through our system. As soon as we press stop, what's going to happen is that ÂTTN.LIVE mints this conversation in real time on OpenSea, Rarible, and all the other marketplaces as a Polygon token. We mint a 1 of 1721 that's like commercial rights. We mint a 1 of 10, 1155, which is like non-commercial rights, and then we'll drop a couple of those in all of our guest wallets. So when you walk away, you walk in a couple of NFTs.
With an NFT, right?
You're in my conversation. So
incredible.
For those that listen or watch this conversation, introduce yourself and your company to me. You have an incredible agency. You basically bring brands into Web3. You help Web3 brands and artists. So give me a little background.
So we launched back in 2019, 2020. We were involved in a media company with NFTs.
Yes.
The company got sold out, and then we decided to launch, because we built these massive array of connections, to build a marketing company that can help. At the time, it was the bull 2020.
Of course.
All the projects, you know, whether it's strategy, how to market, etc. From then, it merged into, which I think long-term is sustainable, is helping big companies incorporate blockchain technology within their company.
Okay.
So just for example, a gym, you know, a chain of gyms, and, you know, come to them and advise them how they can incorporate blockchain technology and help them, whether it's in sales, whether it's membership, in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
But it's just not just, it's helping them find the right partners quickly and then incorporating it. For example, we all know Starbucks that they launched now.
Right.
They're
Odyssey.
Now. Odyssey, they're shutting it down. But
I know, and Steve did such a great job. I mean, that was like the most masterful display of how to do
it was something we're all so proud of the combination. But that just shows if with the wrong strategy or the wrong focus on things, you know, with Nike, Swoosh, and these kind of companies that are incorporating it, you have to hit it on the money, because if not, you're going to end up, you know, burning the system and getting rid of the project. So Web3 is amazing. Blockchain is the future. But if you don't do it the right way, it's very difficult to be able to sustain long term.
So let me ask you a selfish question. Selfish on your part.
No,
you're welcome in advance. There's lots of books, lots of free training. You can ask Grok what people think you should do on, you know, Twitter. You could ask OpenAI's ChatGPT or Gemini. You can find good information, and you can do it yourself. Why would somebody want to actually have an agency, a professional agency? So this is your chance. Pitch the party people.
Pitch myself
on what they on why they should consider you.
I will give advice. This is for everyone who's getting involved in this kind of world. When you can do all the research, and people should. You should read and understand and look at all the options that you have. At the end of the day, if you don't have the right path built with a strategy to be able to incorporate from stage to stage to stage, you can at any point, without learning how to pivot, you can at any point just fail so easily. It's such a dynamic, fast-paced, crazy world out there. In general in business, and definitely in Web3, where everything is so dynamic. You know, which coins, which blockchain, who to approach, which companies. Actually, my opinion, term is that we're all going to be moving to stable coins, for example.
I think that's very
that's my
very
opinion.
likely.
So therefore, if you can read all the information you want, but if you don't
Yeah.
understand the market well enough, it's really, really difficult.
Yeah.
It's like a minefield out there.
Well, I appreciate the expertise that you and Moish bring into this market, and I appreciate you sitting down with me.
Of course.
Let's end our conversation with a high five, my friend.